What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, it's been a few months. We're coming back to Nightwish. Yes, indeed. Nightwish Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, make sure you watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after watching the video, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Bogey6060, Bruce Nadu, The Underdog, Ronald Coringa, Carlos Guerre, Art Urama, FloQ, D. Stom 86, A. Ribio, Cosmin Tutorino, Moon Heems, Sandra Monroe, Brutally Honest Kanukistani, Petra, and Rufus Panjaitan. They all wanted to see me react to this song by Nightwish called Storytime. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes. Yes, I have. I know they performed it when I went and saw them perform at the Wiltern with Mrs. Heretic, and also when I went for the second night. I got to go both nights. I know they played the song. Okay, I know they did. I know it was on the set list. I also know when I did the live stream with Just Jen, it was on the set list for Vakken as well. So I know I've heard it. Now, if you were to ask me to hum a few measures or sing a few lines for the song, I couldn't do it. I do not remember it. I know I've heard it though, but I do not remember. But here's the thing. What's gonna probably happen is I'm gonna start the reaction, I'm gonna start playing it, I'm gonna start to hear it, and it's gonna hit me and go, oh yes, okay, I remember it now. So that is more than likely what is going to happen here. So listen, I am still going to treat this like a reaction though. Unless, now here's the thing, if it all comes flying back and I immediately recognize it and I remember it, and it all comes back, I go, okay, I remember every single word, every single musical note. I remember this song like the back of my hand now. Now if that somehow magically happens, then reaction stops and I'll just review it, okay? And it won't be a reaction anymore. It's gonna be just a straight up review. And if that is the case, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Worst comes to worst, I can still react to the live performance because from what I understand, this is a live performance. So that's always a good thing. Let's see, this was posted by Nightwish, okay? Yeah, boy. And the video has 18.7 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Nightwish, Storytime. Oh boy. Official live video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it!
Love that word, official. Look, I'm not saying the video's gonna get blocked. I don't know for sure, okay? All I know is this. Whenever we get official videos, doesn't matter if it's official live, official audio, official music video, official whatever. Whenever you're getting official anything and it's coming off of the band's actual page, the odds, the chances of the video getting blocked are slightly higher. So, and I love people that tell me, oh, Nightwish doesn't block anything. You want to bet? How much you want to bet? I can show you how many Nightwish videos have been blocked. You know, trust me, they do block. So, anyway. But the thing is, it's not even their fault. It's their publisher's fault. It's, you know, it's Believe Music. That's what it is. So I don't even blame Nightwish. It's not even their fault. It's Believe. It's Believe music. That's who's at fault here. Anyway, all right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Watch, I'm going to end up
I
remembering
think
it
it's
right
time
first.
for a little story.
Oh, this is from the Vodkin show. Okay, so I've seen this.
Story time.
I should remember it. Yeah, okay, it's coming back. It's coming back. But the funny thing is, it didn't start to come back until Floor started singing. That's weird. I heard the groove and I'm sitting there going, is this the right song? I don't recognize this. But then once Floor started singing, I was like, okay, I recognize her vocals. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm recognizing the song. All right, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I can't really react to this. It's not really gonna be a reaction so much. I guess it's gonna be just a review, I suppose. So basically, what it comes down to is this, folks. If you want to skip ahead to the end where I give the view and I give the score and my reasonings for the score, if you want to skip ahead, feel free to do so because I'm not gonna be reacting to this. I can't honestly react to it.
I ride by a fire, imagine all the fire. Took a journey into a childless heart. Painter on the shore, imagine all the world. Waiting in a snowflake on this color for the poetry. Canvas on the wall, planet Earth falling. I can do this songs. I got the voice of never lived. The innocence and dreams of every man. I got the empty crown of Peter Pan. The story kind of gets the blue sky. I will take the early moon inside. I got the story that will lead to you. I remember it that you hold me.
Yep. I like that chordal progression. I will say I do like that chordal progression. F sharp, up to the A, down to the E, down to the B, transition up to D to E, back to the F sharp root again. It's a great chordal progression, man. It's catchy. It's definitely the hook of the song without question. When they started playing that progression, I was like, I remember this. I remember this. Yes, I do. I remember that chorus. And it was because of the chordal progression. It's catchy. It's very memorable. It's definitely memorable. F sharp, A, E, down to B, up to the D, E, F sharp. Yeah. Love that progression. It's a great progression.
I am the journey, I am the destination, I am the home, the trail that leads you. And when it takes the night, the elusive high, follow the madness, as you know, I'm still imaginary, the dream of hurry up, the rest of
The thick twirl. I don't know, man. I got nothing against Kai. I got nothing against Kai, okay? Kai is a phenomenal drummer. Very technical, very precise, very clean, plays with great feel. I got nothing against the dude whatsoever, okay? But there's just something about watching Yuka play drums, man. He's so relaxed. He's so relaxed. He reminds me of jazz drummers. Or, you know who else he reminds me of? I know this is kind of an unfair comparison. He kind of reminds me of Neil Peart. Sort of. Later Neil Peart. I'm not talking about early days. I'm talking about like 90s Rush. You know, late 90s Rush. After he had been, you know, studying, I forgot the drummer he studied with. He basically relearned how to play drums. When he came back to Rush and he had that laid back style, man, because before that, you watch earlier Rush and he's like this on those drums. He's like on top of things, very much like Kai is. But when you watch later Rush, like towards the end of Rush's run, you watch Neil Peart, he's no longer like this. He's laid back, man. He's just like carefree, not a worry in the world, but yet he's still right on top of it. But he's just so much more relaxed. If you even just watch his hands, how he holds his sticks even shows how relaxed he is, especially when he switches over to a traditional grip. Like the jazz grip, people call it jazz grip. I hate that term. It's a traditional grip, you know? You watch him play with that traditional grip and his wrists are just so loose and he's just so relaxed. Same thing with Yuka. He's just so, even though he's not playing with a traditional grip, he's playing, you know, straight, but he's just, you watch his wrists even, they're just so loose and limp, and he's just so into the pocket, man. It's just so much fun to watch him. He looks like he's having so much fun back there. So I love watching Yuka drum, man. I really do. He is a real joy to watch. And he's a showman to boot, you know, doing things like those stick twirls, you know, between the index and middle finger, doing the little figure 8 rolls. Those are fun, man. They look good, too, when they're done right. Anyway, let's keep going here. Look at that relaxation. Chest voice. She's got great range for her chest voice, man. She really does. I don't know how this is gonna go, honestly. I can't take the song into account because I've heard it. Well, I kind of have to though, because it's still a review. It's not a reaction. It's just a review. I don't know how this is. Should I even score this? Would that be fair? There is so much to think about right now. And the thing is, very little of it has to do with the song. Everything I'm thinking about right now is what actions should I be taking for this? I don't know how to handle this. I don't, because I recognize the song. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I may not score this. I don't know. I'm having an existential crisis right now. Okay. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do here. Let me figure out how I'm gonna proceed. Let me think about everything I saw and heard. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nightwish with Storytime. This was a request from, I'm going to try to get through these names as quick as I can here, Bogey6060, Bruce Nadeau, The Underdog, Ronald Coringa, Carlos Guerre, Art Urama, Flo Q, D Stom 86, A Rabillo, or Rabillo, I'm not sure if it's Rabillo or Rabillo, Cosman Tudorino, Moon Heems, Sandra Monroe, Brutally Honest Kanukistani, Petra, and Rufus Panjaitan. Okay. I'm still struggling. And the reason I'm struggling has nothing, here's the thing. The reason I'm struggling has absolutely nothing to do with the song at all. At all. Everything I'm struggling with right now is how to proceed. Here's the thing. Maybe if I talk about it out loud with you guys, maybe if I unload on you guys and I for lack of a better word, vent to you guys, maybe my course of action will become more clear. Okay, maybe the task at hand will become a little more, will come more into frame, and I'll know how to proceed. Here's my dilemma. I knew going into this that I heard the song. I know going into this that I've seen it twice. I've seen them perform this song. Actually, no, I take that back. I've seen them perform the song 3 times. I saw them do it with the live stream with Just Jen, and it was this exact same video, by the way. Well, okay, it wasn't the same video, but it was the same show, just an individual thing. It wasn't the entire show, it was just this one show, this one song, but it was from the same show. I also saw them perform this song twice at the Wiltern, back in June. So, no, it wasn't June, I'm sorry, May, back in May. So, I went in to this knowing that I've seen them perform this song on 3 separate occasions, 2 different shows, or 2 different venues anyway, but I wasn't sure if I remembered the song. I didn't, well, going in, I didn't remember the song. Like, if you were to ask me to hum even just a simple measure, just one measure from the song, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't know, because I didn't remember. But as soon as I heard her sing, as soon as I heard Ford come in with the vocals, I was like, okay, there it is. I didn't recognize it from the intro. I didn't recognize it from the first, opening riffs. But once Floor started singing, I was like, okay, yes, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. All right, now the song is coming back into play. And then when they did the chorus, it all came flooding back, all of it. So that leads me to here. How do I proceed? I still don't know. It's okay. I could say without a shadow of a doubt, it's not a reaction. It's not, because I saw this exact same live performance with Just Jen. So it's not a reaction. It can't be a reaction. It wouldn't be honest. can I still do it as a review? I can. So I guess we'll treat this strictly as a review. I guess that's how we'll do this. So let's treat it strictly as a review. Yeah, let's do that. Strictly review, no reaction whatsoever. Okay, cool. Having said that, I do have a score here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
If this had been the actual first time I had heard this song and I had seen this performance, I have a feeling that score would be slightly higher, okay? I might put it up at like an 8.6, 8.7, possibly 8.8. I don't think it would be up in the 9s, if I'm being honest here. I just don't see this being up in the 9s. But if this had been the very first time I had heard the song, I had seen this performance and everything else, I do feel confident saying this would be receiving a higher score. Because there would have been that shock and awe factor, that reaction factor. Well, like I said, this is not a reaction. I've seen this video before. I've heard the song before. I recognize the song. And I have to take that part out of the equation. I have to. I know, look, I know it's not fair, okay? I understand it's not fair because I can hear the Nightwish fans out there right now screaming their heads off. That's not fair!
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Guys, I have some really bad news for you. Life is not fair, okay?
That's the truth.
The reality is this. I cannot do an honest reaction. I mean, look, I can lie to you and I can say I don't remember anything and blah, 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 but the truth of the matter is I do remember it. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys and I'm not gonna insult your intelligence, okay? You guys are smarter than that and I'm not gonna sit here and try to insult you and pretend like I didn't remember this. So I gotta be honest. And since I am being honest, guys, I cannot put that wow and that shock and awe factor into this. I just can't. I can only base my score completely on the song itself and on the live show. What I saw from a review standpoint alone. And that's how I'm coming to the 8.4. Now, it is a great song, okay? I'm not discrediting this in any way, shape, or form. On its own, without the shock and awe factor, this is still getting a great score of 8.4. Let's go down the list. Starting with Yuka. I love watching Yuka drum, man. Even when he's playing hard and he's playing intense, he's still, I mean, it looks like his shoulders hunch up, yes, but if you watch his wrists are the big giveaway. They're not locked. They're not stiff. He's not stiff. He's not rigid.
I don't even know if that's PG.
He's intense and he's on top of it, but if you watch his shoulders, you watch his wrists, they're still relaxed. They're still loose. They're not stiff. I love watching him drum, man. He is so much fun. Plus, he's a showman to boot. And he's a phenomenal drummer. I'm gonna switch over to Tomas. I'm gonna switch over to him next. I've heard other songs from Nightwish where he is far more prolific, where I've heard him be far more forward, where his piano parts and his organ parts and stuff, they're far more, I don't want to say important. I mean, everybody's important, but they stand out more. You know what I mean? It was more conserved on this song. It wasn't as much of a standout. It still sounded good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it sounded really good, but it didn't come to the front like I have heard in other songs where his part is like important. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be up at the front. It needs to be at, like, I'll give you a great example. Greatest Show on Earth or Poet and the Pendulum, where the piano is vital. You know what I mean? In this song, it's far more in the back. It's not nearly as focused on. I guess that's the best way to put it. But still a fine job from him nonetheless. I mean, his playing was immaculate, so I got no issue with it. The bass on this, I could hear clearly. It sounded really good. Marco's bass playing, always very tasteful. Putting those little runs in there at the ends of phrases like he does. And then here's the thing, though. He doesn't always do it. Like, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And that's part of the fun with that is you don't know when he's going to do those little runs. You could try to guess, but half the time you're going to guess right, but the other half of the time you're going to guess wrong. So that's cool. A little unpredictability, always a nice thing. Keeps you on your toes as a listener. On top of that, his stage presence is just so good. I mean, I know a lot of that has to do with his height, and a lot of that has to do with his look, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, it's all part of stage presence. But when he moves, and you can't help but watch him. And it's fun to watch him move around while he's playing. Watching Empu play, always fun. That deep, wide stance that he gets, which is so funny because he's so okay, short's the wrong word. What did my wife call him? Fun-sized. Yes, fun-sized. My wife calls him fun-sized. And he is. I mean, he's a lot of fun to watch. So yeah, fun-sized. Sure, we'll go with that. It's just fun to watch him get that big, wide, long stance that he has when his guitar almost touches the ground. But he does a great job, man. He's an entertainer. He has fun up there. It definitely shows. And his playing was, exceptionally done well. What more can you expect from him? It's fun to watch those two interact together, too. When Marco comes over and interacts with him, it's always fun to watch. Floor, what can you say? Phenomenal vocalist. She is who she is, and she does what she does. It's a great job on her part. The ending, I gotta say, the ending on this was really nice. Really showed off her chest voice, which is good. A lot of power, a lot of projection, great tone.
Oh, don't grovel. One thing I can't stand is people groveling.
So yeah, I mean, there really isn't much more to say than that. They did a great job. They did. All I'm saying is that, and they're getting a great score of 8.4. The thing is I have to keep in mind is, and I hope all of you keep it in mind too, is if this had been the very first time I had seen this video and heard this song, I can promise you this would have had a higher score because it would have had that shock and awe factor of an actual reaction. This would have been 8.6, easily 8.6, probably 8.7 more than likely. Possibly an argument could be made for an 8.8, okay? So please, take some consolence in that, guys. Seriously, take a little console in that. Just know that if this had been an actual reaction, this would have been a higher score. Yes, okay, but basing it purely on just a review alone, 8.4 is where we're at. And that's not a bad score. It's a great score. So, 8.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.